Hi everyone, welcome back to Pommy and Oz. Welcome to the new studio. I hope you like it. As you can see, we've changed, we've up-branded, and we're into finals. So if you're new around here, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It really does help the channel out. And welcome to the new look, Pommy in Oz. Remember, there is a little competition. I don't like calling it a competition. It's more of me giving back to you. The wonderful Pommy and Oz community has been inundated with donations, and we've managed to secure 2 level 1 tickets to give away. So what you've got to do is find them posts on Facebook, Twitter, or Insta, and I want you to tag someone you feel is the perfect 23rd person to lead these boys into their charge to finals. So that can be anyone. The only stipulations I have is they're a Carlton fan, obviously. And number 2, they're going to cheer and they're going to be loud because the boys need the energy and they need your voice. And that is really the only requirements I have for that. So make sure you get tagging away. On Saturday evening, we're going to do a live where we'll discuss it and we'll bring out the number 1. And what I thought is, because we are here now at that finals road, a little bit of a journey. For me, I started doing this role a long time ago. I really did start doing this, enjoyed every minute of it. It's been a huge part of my life with you guys and girls for what feels like an eternity when I first joined Blue Abroad. And I've always dreamt of this moment, of sharing this moment with you. It's kind of the great reset, if you will, for us all, that we're all now on the same page. We're all now talking finals for the first time equally. Everyone now will remember 2023 as their first final series, their second, their 80th, whatever it is. There'll be a few stories to tell, but they all will sync at this one magical moment in time. And it's been one hell of a year, hasn't it? We've had some wonderful times being Carlton fans. False dawns, dusks, a lot of dusks. And we're now kind of back in that moment, aren't we, where this is real. It's tangible. You can smell it. You can taste it. It's malleable. It's all them things that you really excite. And this year has really been that kind of journey, my personal journey following Carlton in a year. And it started off, didn't it, back in March the 16th. The only game I missed, this is the only game I've missed live for what feels like an eternity. I was at the My Chemical Romance gig. I was out there partying and reliving my childhood. As you can see, the emo fringe has started to come back since then. And it was that 58 draw, wasn't it? George Hewitt having the 28 touches, Charlie Curnow beginning his Coleman medal defence with 3 goals. And we went on then, didn't we, a week later, the 23rd, 7:20 at the G against the reigning premiers, and we snuck the 8-point win. And if you remember, Sard was dominant. He had the 29 touches. Charlie stood out. Geelong had a lot of injuries. And this was kind of a real important thing here for me. You know, I talk a lot about energies and positive mental attitude, PMA, I like to call it. A lot of people downplayed us at this point, and there was a lot of that it wasn't aggressive and stuff like that, all that nonsense. And we beat the Giants then by 10 the following week on April Fool's Day, 4:35 at Giant Stadium. Cripper being back to his dominant best. Then we had the Kangas. We smashed them 23. Cripper again, 6 goals from Charlie Curnow. And unbelievably, Curnow was at 16 at this point. And really, 3-1-0 is a really good start. It was a lot further ahead than what I had us. I had us at 2-2. So I was really excited at this point. And then came the next week, didn't it? Adelaide Oval, the Crows, a 56 rounding smash. Curnow, Mackay and Durden 2 apiece. And it felt like our only 2 goals. The inaccuracy cost us a lot of the ball in the start. And then it started to come, didn't it? It started to come. Marvel Stadium. You've got the mighty Saints. They absolutely dogged us, didn't they? 22 points. Chera standout. Curnow with 3 again. He's flying. And this was where the questions started to be asked. And you could see At this point in my reviews, I was begging for endeavour. That was the one thing that I'd seen in the first 6 rounds. Lack of endeavour. Everything was percentage plays. And I feel that this side plays on energy. It plays on instinct. I hound that energy to Cole. But they play a bold, brash game style. It's all they know. That all or nothing. That stealing the things you don't have. That old Hebrewic saying, it's better to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission. And it's spot on. That is Carlton as a football team. Do you know what I mean? You pray for forgiveness. Don't ask for permission. Take what you see. And then the losses. It started with that 26-point loss to the Lions. There was the 20-point loss to the Bulldogs. Do you know what I mean? There was the awful 28-point to the Magpies. The Swans, 26. Then the Demons and the Bombers. And at this point, it was crisis. And I had a turning point just after the Pies game. I thought my mindset changed. I could see a team that was really struggling. There was the famous fuck the Mathesons after the Pies. He left soundly after. There was something that felt like there was holding them back. From my point of view, there was a feeling that something was holding them back from being who they were. And that was when I did some soul searching. There was a lot of discussions with Terry. At this stage, we changed the ratings. We changed how I presented your reviews. Some of that was self-preservation on my end because I was actually starting to get bogged down. When I lose 3 days of my life. I am a loser for 3 days. I am angry. I am irritable. I am eating my feelings. I am taking my feelings out on other people. As well-rounded as you may see me at times, which is probably a lie. I'm probably the most irrational person you watch. I had to change something. And it's funny, the Kerno camp happened. I had a POM camp, if you will. A bit of soul searching. And then Gold Coast happened, didn't it? We had the Essendon game, the Kerno camp, the Essendon loss. Then it started. And that first quarter will always stick with me because it was the Essendon game. It was the Saints game. It was nervous energies. It was safe. It was application. And that seemed to be the tale of them losses. That the application wasn't quite there, but the opportunity was. The self-doubt creeped in. The energy got sapped from us, from them. Before you know it, it went safe. No one wanted to take the game on. And then the second quarter happened and these boys flew. They soared to new heights. Doherty leading the charge. Cripps with 3 goals. Harry with 3 goals. And then it started to get better. The Hawks, 60 points. 53 against the Dockers. 50 points versus Power. Suddenly you've knocked off one of the top sides in the comp. Silvani had a day out that game. The injury started to nag, but the boys came back. 71 points against the Eagles. 17 versus the Pies. Nick Newman, a man that encapsulates everything it is to be about Carlton. Since that round 7 game, him and Chera have been a class apart. Going out there, playing with pride, playing with dare, playing with bravery and heart. And it suddenly became infectious. It was like a pandemic at the Blues of confidence, of tenacity, of endeavour. And then we saw the tough games come in. The Saints, they can't win that game, they said. They wouldn't die. Then we saw the Demons and the Suns, and these boys had learned and started to believe that the only thing that can kill them is themselves. And incidentally, the losses this year have been dictated heavily by Carlton. It was something that I said at round 8. A lot of the numbers and the data was saying it's nearly there. They're a good side. They're not getting the dessert. They're not getting the rewards for their hard work. And then we ended with the Giants, a second half where the boys had earned the right to queue in the rack, to self-preserve. 9 weeks of hard work. After that Bombers game, this talk was Carlton need to win 6 out of 10. We don't see them winning 4, the media said. They took the piss. If the season went on for 2 more rounds, top 4 would have been ours. And the boys now get a date. 8th of September. The anniversary of Her Majesty. 7:50 at the G. Sydney Swans. the blood culture, the new never say die attitude with a hard edge, achieving things that don't deserve and many people don't want them to have, but they do deserve it. They own it. They want it. There is a responsibility from the admin staff to the fans to Cripps himself to lead the charge against a team that whole essence is never say die. You have to kill us to win. And the Blues go out there for the first time in a long time, mano a mano with the best in the league. The 8 best teams of the year get to face off, and Carlton have the honour of a home, say it with me, chat, elimination final, where their destiny suddenly goes from gossip columns and accusations and what if they did this to they control the narrative for the first time in their careers. They get a say in how they will be remembered, and they are a game away there from doing something that a lot of sides haven't done, to answer the question, to win a final. They are 4 games away from destiny, 4 games away from immortality. Whichever team breaks the duck of these Carlton, and it will be these boys of that 95 curse, not since then. Whichever players play in that squad will be remembered for old time. And right now, Zachy Fisher, Paddy Dow, Charlie Curnow, Blake Akers, Ollie Hollands in his first year, Nick Newman, Adam Sard, Jacob Wheater, Sam Doherty, Tom de Koning, Corey Durden, Jesse Motlop, Matty Owens, Pom Cotter. All these boys get this opportunity to be remembered, to be held in the esteem of the greats, to be this generation's Diesel, Sticks, Kernahan, Kuda Feedies, the ones we talk about in the pub over a flat beer and bore the pants off our grandkids. These boys will have the opportunity to ascend to immortality in 4 games. Long after their sinew is gone, their names will live on. 4 games. How exciting is that? Has anyone ever been in their life 4 weeks from doing something that they know means that their name transcends time itself? Until the sun engulfs earth, they will be remembered. And maybe knowing Carlton, they will have built something that when this earth is scorched and an alien civilization comes, they'll see the names of these boys in a 2023 grand final. 4 games away, ladies and gentlemen. And I wanted to say that this journey, I said it last year, this isn't the end, this is the beginning. And this is the first bridge they come to. And whatever is on the other side is a field of beautiful poppies. And they get to walk across that bridge. And being part of this journey myself from covering it has been a huge honour. And a shout out to the best fan base in the world. But I am excited. Finals content is coming. Tomorrow night we will be live 8:30 to do 8 o'clock, to do a best 23, everyone fit and available, fully interactive team show. Please join me for that. Please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. I hope you like the new backdrop. But as always, look after yourselves. Pom out.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad.